Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Review Lab, and today we've got the highly anticipated Apple iPhone 15 for review. Apple's newest flagship has finally landed, and it brings some interesting new features and upgrades. But is it worth your hard-earned money, or should you stick with your current device? We're going to take a deep dive into everything, from the design to the performance, camera system, and battery life. By the end of this review, you'll know if the iPhone 15 is the upgrade you've been waiting for. Let's get into it. First off, let's talk about design. The iPhone 15 retains the familiar shape we've come to expect from Apple, but there are some notable upgrades here. The most prominent change is the switch from stainless steel to titanium for the frame. Titanium is lighter and more durable, so the iPhone 15 feels premium without being too heavy. It's also more resistant to scratches, which is a nice bonus. At first glance, the iPhone 15 may not look radically different from the iPhone 14, but the switch to titanium gives it a more refined and polished feel. The matte glass back is smooth and looks sleek, but it's still durable enough to handle daily wear and tear. And let's not forget the camera bump. It's a bit larger this year, but it's functional. It allows Apple to house better camera tech, which we'll talk about in just a bit. The iPhone 15 comes in 5 colors: midnight, starlight, pink, blue, and a brand new yellow. Personally, I think the blue and pink look fantastic. They've got that fresh, vibrant feel, and the colors really stand out in person. Overall, the design is still very much Apple: clean, minimalist, and premium. Moving on to the display, Apple's 6.1-inch Super Retina XDR OLED screen is still one of the best on the market. The colors are vibrant, the blacks are deep, and the contrast ratio is absolutely stunning. Whether you're watching videos, playing games, or just scrolling through your feed, everything looks crisp and clear. One of the things I really appreciate about Apple's OLED displays is how they adjust to your environment. With True Tone, the screen adapts to the lighting around you, ensuring the display is always easy on the eyes. This is especially useful if you're reading in low-light settings or if you're using your phone at night. Another huge improvement this year is the brightness. The iPhone 15 can hit 1600 nits under normal usage and peaks at an impressive 2000 nits in HDR. So if you're outside on a bright sunny day, you won't have to squint to see what's on your screen. Everything remains visible and vibrant, even in direct sunlight. And of course we have the Dynamic Island. First introduced in the iPhone 14 Pro models and now available on the standard iPhone 15. It's a clever, interactive cutout around the front-facing camera that can show you live information like music controls, notifications, or even ongoing activity. It adds a bit of flair to the iPhone's display and is a fun new way to interact with your phone. Now let's dive into performance. The iPhone 15 is powered by the A17 Pro chip, which is based on a 3nm architecture. If you're wondering what that means, it's simple. The A17 Pro is faster, more efficient, and more powerful than its predecessor, the A16 chip. Everyday tasks like browsing, multitasking, or switching between apps are absolutely smooth. The iPhone 15 is one of the fastest phones I've used, and there's no noticeable lag or stutter when navigating around the system. For mobile gamers, the A17 Pro is a big deal. I ran some demanding games like Genshin Impact and PUBG Mobile, and both performed flawlessly. I had no issues with frame drops and the graphics looked stunning. The phone's 6-core GPU ensures that even the most graphically intense games run smoothly, with no lag or stuttering, even during fast-paced action. For content creators, the A17 Pro chip is a powerhouse. Editing 4K video or working with large photo files is fast and smooth. I tested out video editing apps like iMovie and LumaFusion, and the rendering time was quick with no noticeable delays. Whether you're editing a YouTube video or a quick Instagram reel, the iPhone 15 handles it all with ease. Now, let's talk about the camera. Apple has made some big strides in the camera department this year. The iPhone 15 features a 48-megapixel primary camera with a larger sensor, along with a 12-megapixel ultra-wide lens and a 3x optical zoom telephoto lens. The biggest change is the 48-megapixel sensor, which is capable of capturing incredible detail. The 48-megapixel primary camera is a game-changer. In good lighting, the detail is fantastic. Photos are crisp, vibrant, and full of rich color. Apple has really improved dynamic range as well, meaning highlights and shadows look better balanced. Low-light performance is also a major step up. with shots coming out clearer and brighter than before. Portrait mode is fantastic with excellent subject separation and natural-looking bokeh. The phone is also much better at handling low-light portrait shots, something that used to be a challenge for smartphones. As for the 3x optical zoom, it's a nice addition. You can zoom in on distant objects without losing detail, and photos still look sharp and clear. When it comes to video, the iPhone 15 continues to shine. It supports 4K Dolby Vision HDR video at 60 frames per second, which means you can shoot stunning cinema-quality footage straight from your phone. The dynamic range is incredible, and you'll get smooth, stable video even during movement thanks to Apple's Sensor Shift optical image stabilization. Slow-motion videos look great as well, and with the 1080p at 240 frames per second setting, your videos will have that buttery smooth effect you expect from an iPhone. The 3x optical zoom lets you get closer to the action, and even in higher zoom ranges, the photos and videos stay detailed. Next up is battery life. The iPhone 15 comes with a slightly larger battery, and thanks to the efficiency of the A17 Pro chip, it's able to last throughout the day with no issue. With regular use, social media, texting, browsing, and streaming, I've consistently been able to make it through the entire day without needing a charge. On heavy usage days, especially if I'm gaming or recording video, I've found that I can get about 6 to 7 hours of screen time before needing to plug in. One of the biggest changes this year is the switch to USB-C charging, which is a major upgrade over the older Lightning port. This makes charging faster and more universal. If you already have a USB-C cable for your other devices, you can use it to charge your iPhone 15 as well. And yes, you can also charge it faster, with a 50% charge in just 30 minutes using a compatible charger. Finally, let's talk about the software. The iPhone 15 runs on iOS 17, which brings several cool new features. One of the biggest additions is interactive widgets. You can now control music, check off tasks, or even control smart home devices directly from the widget on your home screen. Another neat feature is standby mode. When the iPhone is charging in landscape mode, it transforms into a smart display, showing you the time, calendar events, or even your photos. It's a nice feature to use when your phone is on a nightstand or desk. So, after spending some serious time with the iPhone 15, here's my conclusion. If you're coming from an iPhone 13 or earlier, the iPhone 15 is a massive upgrade. The A17 Pro chip, 48-megapixel camera, USB-C charging, and improved display are all significant improvements. However, if you're already on an iPhone 14 or 14 Pro, it may feel more like a refinement than a huge leap forward. Overall, the iPhone 15 is an excellent choice for most users. It's fast, powerful, and packed with features that make it a top contender in the smartphone world. That wraps up my review of the iPhone 15. What do you think? Is this the upgrade you've been waiting for, or are you sticking with your current device? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this review, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.